Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Friday dinner. Got a fun one for you today. It's been on my list for a while. However, it has been somewhat difficult to source Scotch bonnets. So, I happened to look upon some at a different store I don't normally go to. As you can see them right there. So I am pretty excited about that. Let me just clean up some of these. All right. What I've got here is the food processor. We're going to process this all down. Why cups can be relatively unimportant. Got a nub of ginger here. Very fragrant ginger too. Give me 1 second. Just wanna... Next up, onion. So 1 1/3 cup of chopped scallions. We did need 2/3 cup of diced white onion. 4 teaspoons of fresh thyme, which we've got. onion. Okay. 4 teaspoons of fresh thyme. Try to keep the woody bits out. Hey, Ghetto. How's it going? You having a good start to your weekend yet? Okay. Quite a bit of time. It's a long weekend for us. Yes, sir. That's good. Good. Good chance to relax a little bit. 4 teaspoons of paprika. One, two, three. Yeah, it's we had today off, so that was really nice. I got a Lego set that I'm really excited about that I'm gonna build tomorrow on stream. Garlic powder. All right. 2 teaspoons garlic powder. Okay, there's garlic powder. 2 teaspoons onion powder. Oh my god, I just poured a bunch of liquor into a Gatorade bottle, didn't mix it well, and took an absolute shot of death. Nice, man. That sounds like a good plan for the weekend. Question is, are you going to be able to survive your mistake there? You got to mix it, man. Okay, there's onion, 2 teaspoons of ground allspice. Whew. Okay, allspice. 1 garlic clove minced. That's easy. We'll do that. I think so. That was dumb. I guess alcohol floats. I guess it depends on the alcohol, doesn't it? I'm also not going to mince this garlic because we're literally going to food process it. So it's similar to beef jerky in a way. Oh yeah, I believe that. Your beef jerky floats? Is that what you're saying? Okay. garlic clove. Let's just take the little nub off. Sorry, I meant jerk chicken. Yes, this is pretty much the same seasoning you could use for jerk chicken. The Jamaican ingredients, yes. Instead, we're just going to cook it with ground beef. And then we are going to make a turmeric and curry colored like pastry. And then from there, yeah, the only thing I couldn't actually source was beef suet, which is hard beef fat found around the kidneys on a cow. So I am going to go with shortening, which is also part of the recipe. One Scotch bonnet. All right. Ginger. Okay, so combine scallions, onion, thyme, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, allspice, garlic peppers, and ginger and food processor and puree until minced. I'm going to put some thyme in there. I don't feel like I got as much as I need. It's all good stuff, man. In front of my place is a great Jamaican restaurant. They do jerk chicken, turkey, goat, oxtail. Yeah, that all sounds really good. We don't really have a lot of, we have like one Jamaican place here, and it's kind of hard to get to. I had some on our honeymoon. We went on a cruise, and I was able to try some stuff, but I didn't get to try everything. So I'd like to continue to experiment with this. Especially jerk chicken. Like, that stuff's so good. Alright, we're going to food process this. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to find Scotch bonnets around here. I've looked for a long time. I tried ordering them online, got sent seeds, and then I go to a different location of the same store I go to all the time, and they just had some sitting there, and I went, "Are you kidding me?" And just grabbed them. It's like, well, I can't waste this opportunity. Okay. I would say we've gotten that into a nice paste. Okay. So we are going to cook that with, stop barking! Knock it off! Be right back. Okay, so let's do a little cleanup. Because next step is making the uh, pastry dough. In my direction, it says cook the meat, then make the pastry dough, but the pastry dough's got to sit for 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start the pastry dough, get it knocked out. That way we can just cook our meat and then kind of just head into it. Is at least the thought process. So forgive me if I'm putting stuff away. I'm just trying to make sure I have out the appropriate things. And then do a wipe down. The other garlic. Stock running under. Okie. There we go. All right. So I hate doing this recipe by cups. This flour's done. One. Two. Three. And four. I set the flour over here. Need it again for sure. Okay. 7 teaspoons sugar. One. 2. 3. 4. And 7 teaspoons sugar. That's all the sugar we need. Just get it away. Okay. Combine flour with sugar. 1.5 4th teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, there's that one. Baking powder done. Okay, curry powder. 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder. This. I got curry in here. Wow, man, I took a hit. I was trying to do a shot of Fireball, but then I chased it with my Fireball / Gatorade. That was a dumb idea. It was like taking 2 shots. Yeah, man. I didn't realize you were turning up for the weekend so quick. You're going to be out before you know it. All right. We are putting a butt ton of turmeric in here. All right. 5 teaspoons of ground turmeric. This is where we're going to get our colors. I finished at 2 p.m. and woke up at 5, so you are correct. Interesting mix. This is I watched multiple videos, and this is apparently, instead of using any like other like colorings, they just use natural flavors and seasonings. 3. It's gonna get this really beautiful orangish brown once we're done incorporating it. 4, and 1 more. And 5. Any breakfast with natural ingredients is what I need to be eating right now. Yeah. Okay, so flour, sugar, turmeric, curry powder, salt. Salt, that's what I have done. 1.5 teaspoons salt. 1 teaspoon and the 4th teaspoon of those. Half. And full teaspoon. All right. Combine that, and then we're going to move to the shortening. AKA not processed. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's kind of how I prefer it. That's pretty well incorporated. Can I give a trick? Sure. Combine everything but leave the shortening for last. At the very last step, incorporate the shortening but leave clumps. Never make it all even. That gives it a lumpy crust. Yeah, that's my plan. The shortening, this is the last thing before we add a little bit of vinegar and egg and ice water. I had this in the freezer. You knew about my Jedi trick? Well, I'm just lucky that that's how the recipe is going. So I was supposed to use half of one of these sticks and then use a cup and a half of beef suet, which I could not source, but I found that you could use lard or more vegetable shortening or anything else as a possible replacement. So they didn't have lard either, so this is what I got. You seem more educated than me. On some things, I'm sure you've got me in quite a few other departments. I just do a lot of research before I ever make anything, unless it's something I've like made many times before. God, you can smell the curry and the turmeric though. I'm trying to not get it stuck in my nose. I'll just start sneezing. I'm using a fork because I don't want to melt the shortening. We're basically doing it like we do like any other pastry where we're gonna layer it. So like croissants or biscuits. I'm trying to just get it to like pea size. This part's tiring though. Like I said, like I live in a Jamaican island area, but the local grocery stores are Indian because they had all the Indian influence, hence the turmeric. Yeah. I have no doubt that this is going to be delicious. You know what's really strange about it is at the end, after you're done cooking it, it's common is to cut it open, stick a couple slices of like Kraft's American singles in there, and reclose it and cook it for 3 minutes. Like, how did that become the thing? So sorry, there is a little process in it towards the end. It's part of the culture. I mean, never mind the turmeric. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's it's funny how like the cultures interact and all these really cool things come from it. The history of food is like the history of the world. Okay, I think we're in a good spot there. Okay. It's like the prison pimped up version. Have you seen those videos? Food brings us together and a lot more. I don't know what you mean by the prison video, but I do what you I do know what you mean by the other stuff. All right, in a separate bowl, combine vinegar, egg with 2/3 ice cold water. Using a large spoon, gradually add the liquid into the dry mixture and stir to form dough. Okay. One egg. Ice water. I mean, you're pimping with the American cheese. That's a classic prison ramen hack. Oh, this isn't even like my like idea. This is just how they do it. Okay. One and a how much water? 2/3 cup ice cold water. One tablespoon white vinegar and one large egg. Tablespoon, that's the big one. I could have kept it in that. I don't know why I did this. Just dirty another bowl. I guess my feed is showing me prison videos, but cooking ones. I mean, I hope that's not an indication of where you're headed. I'm kidding. It doesn't say to beat this, but I assume that's what they meant. Okay. All right, slowly, gently stir. Gradually add the liquid into the dry mixture. Gently stir. As you can see, the color's really starting to show up. Okay. Dry mixture, stir to form a soft dough. Be careful not to overmix to break up fat. Add water 1 teaspoon at a time until a soft dough is achieved. Cover and refrigerate 20 minutes. Just trying to not to break up the fat. The colors turned out nice, though. Okay. I hope not okay. It's interesting to see people do big things with small means. It's fascinating. Needs to be more. I gotta give it. Yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more water. I actually think this is the right consistency, if I'm being completely honest. The color is on point, but reminder the shortening tip, yeah. I'm gonna actually just call it here. That way we don't break up the shortening too much, because I can still see some chunks. Okay. Cover and put in the refrigerator. Leave chunks. Yes, I am planning on it. Let me get the cover. All right, refrigerator. 20 minutes. While that's going on, we can start putting away some of this other stuff. Trash, trash, trash. I don't know what is good or not at this point, but yes, please leave chunks. That's key. 20 minutes for once. I don't know how to bake. 20 minutes of resting in the fridge. We're trying to keep it cool so it doesn't get until we just don't want all of the shortening and fat to disintegrate. The idea is that we want to keep some so as it's baking, uh, it'll heat and create pockets. That's what gets you your really crispy crust. I got this pan heating up. We're going to start cooking the meat and the veggies. I'm just trying to do a little bit of cleanup while the pan's heating up because I'd like it to be non-stick. I need the gelatin still. Need pepper for sure. Okay, so you want the bacteria to act, but not too much. Yeah. It's all about keeping your fats cold. It's the same with butter. If you let your butter melt and it incorporates, you don't get pockets of like fluffy pastry. You get dense. And that's not what we want. I have a really good example of it when I make biscuits. But basically, next we're gonna roll them out and layer them. So like we'll lay it out, we'll roll it out, and then fold it, roll it out about 5 times. We're gonna do that for all of them, and then we'll fill it and create like a hot pocket looking thing. What are we doing over here? Let's see if we're non-stick yet. We're not non-stick yet. I can't bake, man. I can only barbecue and do home meals. Nice. Baking isn't too bad. You just it's a thing you just gotta like practice with, and then you can kind of get the hang of it, and then it's kind of fun. Although it is an exact science, so I actively get annoyed if I don't have a baking recipe that's in metric. Like if it's in cups, it's wildly inaccurate. But okie dokie. So you know the steel pan is non-stick. When you do this, and you can see the water kind of roll up and like fly across instead of just like stick in one spot and burn. My mom taught me cooking, but I was never interested in baking. I loved her baking, of course. Yeah, that's how like every kid is. I don't want to learn how to do it. I just want to eat your cookies. My mom did very simple baking. I really only have gotten into it for the case of like making my own bread or doing something that I think is like too expensive. But I've kind of come to enjoy it to some degree. So that's where I am. Like it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's something that I can do and have no issue with. Nope, still not there yet. The woodpecker's outside. I made peanut butter cookies and managed to fuck that up. 3 ingredients. Fuck. I cooked them too much. Yeah, that can happen. We have a good peanut butter cookie recipe. I think we've done it on stream. That's like brown sugar. Okay, you can see how it's starting to do that. We're about there. You can see them running across. Okay. First things first. All right, heat the oil in the skillet over medium heat. I didn't open it. Give me a second. olive oil. Add vegetables, cook until soft. Add beef and cooking brown, 3 to 5, then add breadcrumbs. This is immediately super fragrant. The only thing we really need to worry about here is the ginger and garlic. Man. It's already opening up the sinuses, I'll tell you that much. Is it the woodpecker with the red mohawk? Yes, that is mean strong. Look like meatballs with granola around, but I'm sure it's nice. Removed from heat soon. Yeah. We actually cook the meat right into it. You just have to stir it a lot. Per the recipe. Ooh. Okay, wash my hand. So rendering grease from the hamburger is going to help slow down the cooking of the garlic and the ginger, which is why we can do this, as long as I don't have it on too hot of a heat. Sheesh, looks good. It's like making those coconut curries. Have you made those? Oh, on my end, it's always a big hit, of course. I don't like coconut. My plan is to try and find some curry alternatives that don't use coconut, so like heavy cream or things along those lines. Although I haven't tried coconut in probably 10 years, so it's mostly been a texture thing for me, like shredded coconut. So I never really gave like coconut milk or coconut water a try. But I can generally always like identify coconut in something. So I need to give it another try. You know, as your taste changes as you get older. I missed the grease part. Oh, okay, man. W take. All my homies take coconut, but coconut tastes amazing. Eh. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Okay. Cook until brown, 3 to 5 minutes. Add breadcrumbs, beef stock, browning, salt, pepper, and gelatin, and cook until thick, about 25 minutes. Okay. Why don't I work on getting the rest of that stuff all combined? Be right back. You're good. All right, how many of these? 1 4 envelope is 1.8 grams. Okay, breadcrumbs. Two-thirds cup fresh breadcrumbs. Okay, got my breadcrumbs. Okay, okay. 3/4 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. Mm, mm. Breadcrumbs. 2 tablespoons browning. Where's the tablespoon? One tablespoon browning. 2 tablespoons browning. Okay. Add breadcrumbs, beef stock, browning, salt, and pepper. This is the breadcrumb and gelatin mix. How much? 2/3 cup beef stock. Cup. Salt and pepper. Okay. You basically want this to become a big, thick paste. Okie dokie. Two-thirds cup beef stock. Cook until thick, about 25 minutes. We'll taste this for seasoning at some point. Okay. Stop the fire, boat's ready. Oh, nice. I see. Keep going then. Mix fast, man. Gelatin don't fuck around, so it's a beef jello then. Okay, needs more liquid. Okay, guess wrong. I'm guessing. Maybe the gelatin goes in. That means interesting recipe. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like it's thickened into a decent paste. I also think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, so I can start trying to do a little bit of the rolling out while this does that. What am I looking? Rolling pin. God, I'm an idiot. You know, I don't think this is going to need to go for 25 minutes. This is already kind of thick. I'm just worried about it scorching on the bottom. What do you eat this with? It looks dank. You could make tacos, dogs, burgers, sky's the limit. What spices are all in there? Scallions, white onions, fresh thyme, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, ground mace, garlic, scotch bonnet, ginger. That's what's just in the meat mixture. It's ready. Okay, yeah. I'm glad that I'm not the only one thinking that. I'm going to move it over here to start cooling. And then we're going to attempt rolling these bad boys out. No cinnamon. Okay. I'm supposed to cut this into 8. So okay, there's half. There's 4. Okay. Listen, I'm following the recipe. The recipe says no cinnamon. Welcome, Alex. A new character was announced earlier today. Was it Garfield? It was freaking Banana Guard from Revenge Time, a troll character. Yeah, but you already knew that was coming. You also said it's overpowered. I did, but I was hoping he would be announced later. And yeah, he's probably the best character in the game. Had multiple people saying he's the best sword character in any fighting game. That's quite a statement. Are you making both cornbread and Jamaican patties? I wish. No, this isn't cornbread. This is the turmeric uh, pastry that these are known for. My bad. Looks like cornbread. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to taste anything like cornbread. Hi, buddy. Cornbread would be point since y'all are in the South. Would it be? Everyone on here is in Canada. For sure, this is an upgrade. No contest. Clean. Again into a ball. Jesus. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be using a ton of flour on this because when I saw the guy whose recipe I'm doing make this, he used a ton of flour. Probably because that's why it's so sticky. It's been 14 times. Oh no, this isn't the individual one. I cut them up into multiple. I've done 3 so far. Or this is the 3rd. Did you think it was the same one that I was just keep redoing? No. Oh, yeah, sorry, dude. Yeah, so here's my proof. See, there's the other ones. Is your microwave running? Yeah, Grant, you're not gonna get that for. You're not gonna get that joke on me. You better go catch it. Nice try. Yeah, it's a lot closer to lasagna, but I mean they're all going to be individual like patties. It's kind of like hot pocket. Such an old joke. Yeah. was a weird vibrating noise that barely came through when you talked, so I thought I was losing it. No, somebody's mowing my lawn right now. They're right outside my kitchen mowing the lawn. This is the pastry that the meat goes in. Jamaican beef patties are closer to like a hamburger hot pocket than like an actual hamburger. Yeah. Since these bad boys take approximately 30 minutes to cook, I'm going to go ahead and fill the 4 that we have and get them in the oven, and then do the other 4. So, okay, that's way too small, and that ripped. All right, we're learning. Alright, let's try this again. Where is it? There it is. Super tool? What super tool are you referring to? I don't even know, but sometimes you catch a super tool. Anyways, you seem to be doing it perfectly. I'm no pro, but this looks awesome. Uh, that first one's a bit of a train wreck, but the second one looks good. Hopefully we'll have this figured out by the... Okay, that'll do. My brother-in-law will buy dozens of beef and sometimes chicken patties from my area. Once in a while, he fills up. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling good about this one. That one's not gone. I'm just not talking. Uh, this has been taking longer than I thought it would. So, apologize. Please stop moving. This is not going well, gentlemen. This is not going well at all. These are going to be some ugly things. The crust is next level. They'll be the best patties. Whatever, man. Eat this one first. Oh, no. The other two have burst apart since I have made them. This is the only one that stayed together and is this looking. So. All right, we've got one good-looking one and 3 uggos. So why such low LC? It's Friday night. Because I like to do it perfect. It'll be fine. I'm just a little down. It looks good for the Guinness. Yeah, well, I'm not expecting them to be perfect. I would just like them to be pretty. So this next batch, we'll see if we don't have to switch things up, and maybe we'll try it a different method. I'm not too down about it because this is a learning opportunity for all of us. I'm learning how to do this for the first time, and nobody expects me to be perfect, except me. But that's because I hold myself to a very high standard. Yes. Still experiment and learn. That's the whole point of trying new things. At this point, though, I'm just dang hungry. Excuse me. Got a nice sweat going now. That's the whole point. Looks like eggs, like egg crust. Yeah, it kind of does. Sorry if you're hearing the noise again. The lawn mowing's happening right next to the window, which is totally fine. But that's just the noise if you question. This one actually doesn't look bad. Okay, we're getting better. Did you guys watch the new episode, the new season of Smiling Friends? The first 2 episodes that came out. It was really funny. Not yet. Is it quality as the trailer made it seem? Yes, it is better. I didn't. You should give it a shot. If you like the first or the first couple episodes of it, then you'll like the whole thing. Okay, this one needs a patch job. Nope, not down there. There we go. It's nice when you can tell which ones are going to end up being filled with cheese. Is it an HBO series? Is it Amazon? It's on Adult Swim. So it's Friday at midnight, or excuse me, Sunday at midnight, and then they next day on Max. Um, they've also been putting them on YouTube. Like you can watch the entire first season on YouTube. So that's where I would tell you to look first. Have you seen Shogun? I have not seen Shogun yet. It's on my list of things to watch. My wife wants to watch it, so we have to find time together to do that. Oh, welcome back, 814. I want to watch it too. Need to find time as well. It's the show of the year, probably. Yeah, I heard that they've already gone ahead and okayed it for seasons 2 and 3, or at least have started thinking about it. It was a book that had a very definitive ending, so I'm kind of surprised, but also not surprised because that's just how it is with anything that has any sort of success ends up getting more. What's up?
Why have you been holding the hot dog cell and not hamburgers?
I don't know. That's just the way that I thought I was supposed to do it.
Oh, all the videos we watched had them folded the other way.
I don't know. I can try it the other way.
Yeah. Because they made squares.
In my head, made rectangles.
Well, they roll out rectangles. You know you have to unstick the stuff from there.
Doing the same thing the whole time. I cannot help it if it decides to stick.
He came downstairs, got right next to me, and then barked at me.
Yeah. Wants to go outside.
Are you still doing the yard?
No, they finished.
Oh.
It looks a lot like an egg roll. It's very similar to an egg roll. It's very close to like an empanada or like a dumpling. I would say a dumpling's probably one of the closer ones. Okay, I've been asked to try this a different way. This. It was a book that was also series 5 movies before in the 80s or 90s. Great little series, so I want to watch the. A square is a rectangle, there is no spoon. Yeah, there's no spoon right now, definitely. I'm just sweaty and covered in flour.
Yeah, I mean, you watched a lot more videos than I did, but the ones you showed me, they were squares.
Well, this recipe, the guy I was following was a rectangle.
Oh. Like I said, you only showed me one, so I don't know.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm willing to try other ways. Cutting with the back of the knife is already semi-pro or perhaps fully pro.
I was thinking that myself when I saw you doing that.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, that's smart.
I mean, this may actually be one of the better ones. Now I've just got all I left is scraps. Let's see if I can somehow turn these scraps into another one. As far as I'm concerned, I need at least 2 that can look good for pictures.
We'll do another one like you just did.
I'm going to. I have 2 good ones that are long.
Hey. Yeah, my foot.
Okay. Skipper, I don't think you want to eat any of this.
No.
You can make for sure 1 or 2 more. Your mixing kind of sucked, but it's okay. What are you doing? Lumpy rolls? I'm tired at this point. We're almost out of beef, so this is probably going to be the last one. Move, got it, buddy. No doggies. All good. Whatever it is, done well. Oh, it's another one of those. Use the tool at the very end only. Excuse me. It's all getting to me. All right, we're out of dough. We are officially done with these. We have to cook the second set though. Okie dokie. Thank you. Whatever it is done well, it's another one of those. There, nicely done. Bless you, my child. Thanks. I've accidentally slightly dyed the outside of the bag of flour yellow, as you can see. Okay, so we have 3 good ones so far. The first set have minutes left. Sorry, as you can see, I'm trying to clean up. Just in time. Okay, these are the first cooked set ones. Here's the second set. All right, we're going to let these cool for a minute. Verdict, I haven't even eaten them yet. They're just out of the oven. They're going to be hot. It'll probably be 10 minutes. I mean, all in all, this one I thought would be much worse. This one's the best one out of this group. And honestly, this one doesn't look that bad either. This is mid, this is good, this is low, this is mid. If I had to guess. Just blow on it. Yeah, okay. Just give it a minute. Do I need to put this in the fridge? Does not say. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the fridge. Any of you guys familiar with browning, seasoning, and sauce? I never used it before, but it was part of this, so I just didn't know if anyone knows if it needs to go in the fridge. I know the Canadian version, it's better in the fridge, but it's okay outside. Okay, good to know. Morgan, if you're watching, you can come up here and take some pictures. Morgan, can you come up here? Gonna get a picture of the initial set, and then we'll try one. I have not tasted the filling on this either, so I'm I'm in the dark on if this is going to be good or not. Yeah, no, this one is the Graham picture. For sure.
Do you want a picture of all of them?
Well, I thought you should at least get one right off the bat and then look on point, though, I must say. I mean, you've had them before, so you're the expert at this point.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Are you planning on cutting it in half?
This is ours to try.
Okay. Did you do another one sideways? Did it come out okay?
Yes, I did 2 squares.
Hamburger style?
And they look good, and I have another long one, rectangle one that looks good.
Okay.
But they tell you to cut it open, put slices of cheese in it, and then put it back in the oven. I wanted to start them because it's 25 minutes. So these are the non-cheese ones. Those ones will be the cheese ones.
Okay. I remember seeing that.
I didn't have the home style. Look on point. Okay, well, you guys enjoy. I have to go soon. Okay, Ghetto, thanks for hanging out, but we'll go ahead and I'll try this.
Isn't it hot?
It is, but I'm going to blow.
It's not even close to being.
Cheers, man. Thanks. Have a good weekend. Glad you got to hang out.
Just the bird sitting on the electric.
See, just blow. I did blow. Let's turn it this way.
I mean, you can just open them, put cheese in them, and nuke them or something in the microwave or toaster. Whatever.
So normally you cut it up and put a slice of cheese in there. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on top of this. We can at least try it. And yes, before you get mad, it is American processed cheese that they use. It's like he doesn't listen to me.
You know there's a delay, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
Grant, we literally said that's what they actually do, is they take pre-sliced cheese,
They take
pop it in there, American cheese, and pop it in there.
Yes.
Is it bending?
Yes. It's fine. It's still very hot.
Oh, like cut it open on the side and just slap some cheese in there. It'll probably help.
I'm just afraid to do so.
Why? Those are the tasters. Shove it in there. And let it sit for like a Can you pop this one open? Oops.
They're certainly flaky. They're a little dry.
They're so flaky. You're right. The dogs just walk across our yard from one tree to the other.
That's fine. Let them get their exercise. Any cheese that only comes pre-sliced is an affront to God and all that is holy. Yeah, tell that to people who don't have a lot of money and that's what they can afford. People get what they can get. Don't be such a gatekeeper. Processed cheese has a place. It's literally in recipes because it melts well. It doesn't have cellulose. That's why it's wrapped in plastic. Are you going to try it?
I mean, he doesn't get out much, so.
I'm going to wrap it in plastic.
You said it was hot, so I was letting it melt and / cool. You picked some interesting hills to die on, Grant. You mean to tell me that you've never had a delicious grilled cheese with just simple singles in it? There's different food for different people, for different situations, for different walks of life, and different recipes. And you need to be okay with that, Grant.
What did I miss?
Just Grant.
Literally, they tell you to add Velveeta to any cheese sauce if you want it to actually not be grainy.
It's just not worth arguing with them.
It's not. Morgan is trying it.
It's all right.
Okay, this is going to sound really strange.
I like the filling.
It's not as flavorful as I was imagining it would be. I was kind of imagining like a kick in the mouth kind of spice from the Scotch bonnet.
Did you taste the filling on its own?
Did not.
I think the filling probably has more kick to it. But when you pair it with the bread, dough, casing,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, then I think it cuts the spicy.
It's not spicy at all. It's just hot, like because it came out of the oven. Having tried it without cheese is significantly better with the cheese slice in it. That being said, I can literally see some of the Scotch bonnet in here. There's the red. It has a slight fruity taste, but not like, it's like a real hint in the back. It's not like particularly garlicky.
I'm not a big this
Turmeric?
Yeah, and I think that's in your.
That's the majority of the coloring is from the turmeric and a little bit of curry powder.
Yeah, those are two flavors that aren't always my favorite, which is why I think I like the filling more than the outside.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't really ever think of a time I've had turmeric like in an amount where I could tell you that's what it was other than this. It doesn't bother me, but it's not.
I like the filling, and I like it with the cheese.
Yeah. Like, it's not bad. I honestly thought this would just be like a, more flavor.
I thought it would have more kicks since it has the Scotch bonnets in it and stuff.
I got one. They said it would be hot.
Oh.
That bite was better. Is it just not mixed well? Is that the problem?
You mixed it.
I know, I cooked the heck out of it. I don't know. Maybe this will be better tomorrow.
When it sits?
Yeah, maybe if it gets a chance to sit tomorrow, they're supposed to be good cooked.
Well, isn't that the thing? Like, you get them at the bodega, and you go, you cook them, and you slice a slice of cheese in there, and
yeah,
they're supposed to be good after you, like, the next,
yeah.
not like fresh, but the next time.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe we gotta let it sit for a day. As much as I here and fought with the crust actually came out okay.
Yeah.
It's very pie crusty.
In texture, yeah.
In texture. How is the meat to pastry ratio? I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's a pretty sizable scoop.
Yeah.
The recipe says to put a third a cup of meat in each of these, and I just used a scoop.
Like, it's spicy. It's less spicy than I thought it would be. I think if you let it sit for a day, I think it would get spicier or just more flavorful.
I want to dip it in ketchup, and I feel like that would offend everyone.
So?
I know. If I had to give this a rating right now, I would say mid. But I feel like I screwed it up, and it's not like this is... Because I know a lot of people who are like, this is the bomb.
We've never had it before.
We have not, but...
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Should I give him dinner?
Probably.
It is late.
Kraft singles and ketchup. I tried it without. I'm going to try a little bit of ketchup and just see. Honestly, it's better with ketchup. The acid in the ketchup helps. I also wonder how much is lost from the fact that I didn't have beef suet.
I use vegetables.
Yeah, so I used vegetable shortening. I couldn't find beef suet. And that would give it a much more beefy flavor.
Maybe that's why they put it in the bread.
What do you put hot sauce on it? Honestly, I'm kind of wishing I had a Scotch bonnet hot sauce. They sell those. They have them at Trader Joe's. Or not Trader Joe's. Well, they may have them at Trader Joe's. They have them at Whole Foods. We were there yesterday. Yeah, if I would do this again, I think I would add another Scotch bonnet. Unless mine was just a milder Scotch bonnet. Because, I mean, peppers are not always
Equal.
Yeah. Yeah, it is good. It just needs a little something. I think the ketchup goes well with it, but I'm also from the Midwest where ketchup is put on everything.
Japan uses it.
Japan does a lot of ketchup on things. They have a ketchup spaghetti. It's sausage, like breakfast sausage and ketchup. I've been tempted to make it, but I know you wouldn't touch it. Okay. Well, we've tried the food. I'll give you an update tomorrow because I do plan on streaming building my new Lego set tomorrow. So I'll give you an update if they taste better. Morgan, the woodpecker. He's out there. Sorry, there's a woodpecker. We've been trying to get a picture of him for a while now, but he's very skittish. Look, he's eating right now. Look at him peck. He even pecks when he eats. Yeah, please get a picture so I can send that to Cole. Anyway. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who hung out and lurked.
I accidentally still had the food.
And chatted. It's always appreciated. Support is welcomed. I love when you guys are here. It makes it so much easier. Anyway, I do plan on streaming tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Remember to check out the Instagram if you want to see the other stuff we've made or the VODs. And if you enjoyed, please throw me a follow. I will go set up a raid real quick. So we'll go give somebody else some support. So just hold on for a minute and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow.